Hi everyone, my name is Deb Norton and I'm coming to you from the state of Wisconsin where we are having a very mild beginning to our winter. I hope you're all doing well. It is December 7th, which starts Computer Science Education Week, and during this week we also celebrate the Hour of Code. And what I wanted to do was walk you through how some of the Hour of Code activities work. So I thought it'd be fun to try one of these different activities for Hour of Code and show you kind of how they work. They all work in a very similar fashion. We're going to try the Code HS. It'll start out playing a video tutorial.
Hi, welcome to the first Code HS video. In this video, we're going to introduce you to programming with Carol the dog.
I won't play the whole introductory video, but you can see that this is how it starts out, explaining to the student, what are we doing? How does this work? And in this video, they explain how Carol the dog can be given different commands that can be written in code and how simple it is to write that code and make Carol perform different acts. Now, as I said, I'm not going to play this whole video. We're going to move to the next part. Another thing I did was I signed up for an account, which was very simple to do. That way, if I only do so much of this activity, I can kind of stop and come back and pick up right where I left off. It'll save my progress. So as a student, I simply hit the continue button, and what loads is a quick little review of what I just saw in the video tutorial. So I can go ahead and look here and say, okay, I believe this is the correct one, and I can check myself, see if I did it right. Yay, I got it right, and continue. Now I'm going to explore an example of some code that's written, and I can look and see here how this was written. This is exactly what they showed a minute ago in the tutorial. I can go ahead and run the code and see if it works. And so I'm just kind of exploring this. I could also play with this coding and actually go in here and type it and see what happens. Like, for example, if I put a small b on ball and I tried to run, it's going to give me a message that says I have a typo and that I have to fix it. When I'm ready, I can just go ahead and click the continue button. So you can see how it guides me through and lets me kind of play. But now I'm going to do my first Carol program. I can see what I need the dog Carol to do. He needs to move forward 4 places and then pick up a ball. And so this is my end result of what I need to try to do. We're going to click Let's Go, and I'm going to go ahead and try to write this code. I know he needs to move 4 places. And then I know he needs to put a ball. Over on this side, I can see the different commands for Carol. And I need to make sure I get the code written exact or it will give me an error message. Then I can run this and see how it works. And it tells me, nice job, you've got it. And I can go ahead and submit this and continue. So I've got a little feedback here. Great job, I've done these different things. I'll continue on. It gives me another exercise called short stack. I need to write a program to have Carol write a short stack of tennis balls. He has to move a spot, put down 2 tennis balls, and then move again. So I need to figure out how to do this one. I like too that it gives me the result world right over here and the different moves that Carol can make. I know I need him to put down a ball, and he needs to do this twice because they want to have a stack. So I need to make sure I write my code exact. And then I believe he's supposed to move 1 more time. Now I can go ahead and submit this and continue. Oh, I see I have some error messages, and it tells me I have an invalid command. So I need to go back and see where my error is. So sure enough, I have a colon instead of a semicolon. So students learn how you have to be so precise when writing the code. Now it says I've done a great job, and I can submit and continue. So now I'm to the point where I get another video tutorial. So there is a pattern that starts here with a video, then practice, then explore on your own, and then complete an exercise. And if you do that much, then you get to watch the next video.
Hi, in this video we're going to learn a little bit more about Carol and write our second Carol program together.
So I won't play the video, but again, I'm going to now learn some more of what I can do with the Carol programming, and then we'll continue on.
Great, we've written our second Carol program. Now it's your turn to write some more Carol programs.
So after the video plays, I will then, as a student, hit continue. Now that I've learned some more information, I will see the pattern follow again. So here's another example lesson for me to follow. It shows me all of the coding that has been written. I can run this code and watch it actually happen. One thing that I think students appreciate too is you can actually control how quickly the code plays by moving this little scroll button. So if you feel like it's moving a little slow and you want to speed things up, you can simply make it go more like a rabbit than a turtle, and it will speed up. So now that I kind of have seen how this code was written and how Carol can actually now rotate and move, I'm going to hit the continue button. So now I'm going to see a starting world and an ending world in which I need to write the code to make Carol do this. He starts out here in the bottom left corner, and I need him to go and move and put some balls down and end up here. So I'm going to hit let's go, and again they show me the end result. I have all the codes that I can write, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can write the code for this. So I've written some code. I do not have this finished yet. I don't think Carol's quite to this point that it shows in the result world, but I do want to kind of see what is happening so far. So I simply click on run code and watch my code run to see if I've got maybe something going. It looks pretty good so far. So Carol's moved forward, he put a ball down, he turned left, he moved forward again, put another ball. So I want to continue on, but it's nice to check as you're going to see if your code is working so far. And I've written some more code, so I'm going to go ahead and run this, but I want it to run fairly quickly, so I'm going to move my little scroll bar and just watch it go quick so I can see what's happening. It looks like I had Carol turn left after the last move, but he's upside down and I need to get him upside right. One thing I like is that students can take and Control-C copy their coding and just paste it to make things go quickly. It says, nice job, you've got it, and I can submit and continue. And now I have another exercise where I have to write a program for Carol to make this pyramid. That's going to be quite challenging for me, but I think I can do it. While I pause the video, I've been very busy writing some code, and you can see the code starts to really add up. So I'm running this and seeing where I'm at so far. I've got Carol making most of the pyramid, but unfortunately it says he should be facing east, not west. So I need to fix my code just a little bit to get Carol to face the right way. So I want to take this turn left that's right here and copy it. I'm going to put another one down and try it and see where I'm at. I'm so close. I still have now Carol's facing south. I need him face east. So I think if I put in one more of these, I think I might finally have it. Phew! So I finally got this, and it did take me a while. One thing I do like is that there's more than one way to write this code. Not every student's code is going to be exactly the same because there's more than one way to have Carol perform the tasks to make this pyramid. And now we're going to kind of repeat the whole thing with another video tutorial. The rotation continues. Video, see an example, practice the example, now do one on your own, and then continue.
Hi, in this video we're going to address an important problem that you...
And I'm just going to pause the video to tell you each of the videos are about 3 or 4 minutes. They're not very long, but they really guide the student into what's the next step. In the video I skipped over that you didn't get to see, I learned how to write functions for Carol. So that was kind of interesting. Now I'm going to hit the continue button, and I should see the example just like we've been going all along in a pattern. So yep, here's an example for the lesson. I can explore this example. I can see the code that's been written and something called a function that's been written. And again, I can see the result world. I can run this code. I can watch it play out. I can play with the code. I can see how changing it would change what Carol does. All right, so I have a starting world and an ending world. It looks like Carol has to drop some balls and go down here. And it also looks like I'm going to be using the function to help me. Now I'm probably making this look easy because every time I come back from pausing the video, it shows Carol doing exactly what he needed to do, but this actually is challenging me. I know you can't see because at the very bottom of my screen it's kind of cut off, but they are showing me how close I am to the very end of this tutorial. I only have a little bit left to do. So I've written my code. It does show now that Carol is able to do exactly what they wanted in the result world, and it says, nice job, you've got it. Now I can submit and continue. So here we are, we have exercise fireman Carol, who's going to start here and end up here by going down this pole. So I'm going to see if I can write some code for this. Well, that wasn't as hard as I thought. It says, nice job, you've got it. So I'm going to submit. I have completed Code HS, and I now have earned my badge. I can share this on Facebook or Twitter. I can also take this and simply save this image somewhere on my computer to show that I have the Code HS badge. And I could even submit that to my teacher to show my teacher that I've completed the activity. The entire tutorial takes about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how quickly you catch on to writing the code. And if you remember at the beginning of this video, I started out telling you about all the different tutorials that are available on my website that I'm sharing with you. These come from code.org, and you're welcome to use all of these, but they all work in a very similar manner. I hope you've enjoyed this chat with Deb. to talk about some activities you can do this week during the week that we celebrate Computer Science and Education Week, and also as we celebrate Hour of Code this week. I hope you give these a try, and I hope your students enjoy learning some code. Bye, everyone.